Hey everybody, welcome to the Ronline Report. Today's guest is the Prophecy, Nathan to Asha, joining us from Liverpool. And there's a big match going on in about 22 minutes. So you call it soccer or football? I get confused.
So we call it football, but you guys call it soccer.
Okay. I mean, I don't know why we call our thing football. They don't kick the ball very often. So we should come up with a whole new name for it. So what's the big match that's happening in like 20 minutes here?
Semi-finals of the UEFA Champions League, so it's Barcelona against Liverpool.
Okay.
And currently we're losing 3-0, and it's a second tie within like 25 minutes. So.
Oh, okay.
So we're gonna lose, but still gotta support them no matter what.
Oh, well, this will go up tomorrow, so we'll see if you were right tomorrow. Because I know the people in America don't care anything about this, but I bet everybody in Europe is paying very close attention to this particular game. Okay. All right, I'm going to get right into it because the match is important. I don't want you to be late. Did you see the Pittsburgh Pro guest posing, all the different pros?
I knew that was coming up straight away.
Yeah, of course.
I seen it.
Okay, so, the one guy who was really out of shape was Mr. Olympia, Shawn Rhoden.
So you want to know what I think?
I do want to know what you think, Nathan. Yes.
I think it was an embarrassment to the sport. It was a disgrace. If you are the current Mr. Olympia, act like Mr. Olympia, present yourself like Mr. Olympia, be Mr. Olympia. Donald Trump is your president. He acts like a president. So if we're having a Mr. Olympia represent us who looks like a skinny fat guy, just come off a eating cruise or binge, then it's not good for the sport. It's totally not good. Well, everyone says Shawn does this thing where he goes off, he just does what he wants and then he kicks his ass into shape.
Right.
I understand that, but still, you are now Mr. Olympia. Represent yourself like Mr. Olympia. You look back, last year, the year before, everyone was shitting on Phil.
Yes.
But Phil looked fucking good last year. The year before that, he looked good. So, and everyone was giving Phil a bad time. So his gut's massive, but if you look at Shawn just looked like an average gym goer.
Yeah.
Who just didn't know what he was doing, in my eyes. And, the likes of Brandon just killed him out the water. Obviously, it doesn't count till Olympia, but still it's a representation of what you can do. And I think Shawn can't come back from it. I think he's too far gone to get back what he had from last year. Yeah. I think it's gone too far. I'd understand if you're 300 pounds and you're in shape like Ronnie Coleman was.
Yeah.
Then that's different. But when you're Shawn and he's saying he's 270 pounds, my ass was he 270 there. It was like 250. And it didn't even look too good. I don't want to bash the guy, but that is, if it was me as Mr. Olympia, I'd just tell Jim, listen, boss, I've had some health problems, or I'm not feeling too good. I'll come to the show. I'll shake hands, I'll take pictures, I'll represent the sport well, but I ain't taking my clothes off, and I think Jim would understand that, because at the end of the day, the Pittsburgh is the be-all and end-all for pros. To get an invitation there is awesome. It means you're a top guy. So
you've done it have you done it a couple times, Pittsburgh?
I've done it once last year.
Yeah, okay.
I didn't get an invite this year, but and I missed Burgatory out there, so that's the only thing I missed. But I just think it was a bad representation of the sport, and if people are bashing him, then he deserves to get bashed for going on stage like that, and everyone gets bashed. Rowley got bashed a few years ago for having a big gut, and this and that. But so, if you're going to show yourself in that way, prepare for the consequences.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be amazing if he can look as good as he did last year based on looking like this at 18 weeks out. I don't think it's impossible, but still, I'm pretty sure he knew he had to do this guest posing in Pittsburgh. I don't think they called him up like the week before. He could have dieted a little bit.
Jim, the top 5-6 guys go anyway. That's understatement. So if you're Mr. Olympia, you're going to Pittsburgh. So you best get your shit together, whether you're off season or on season. Yeah. Get your shit together.
I mean, I wonder if he's going to come out and say that he was sick, something happened, but I haven't heard anything like that.
I haven't heard nothing of Shawn. Even now he is Mr. Olympia. Yeah. All you see him is reposting posts what other people have posted. Yeah. That's all you see, and that's that's who we've got to look up to. So that's what it takes to be Mr. Olympia. Just reposting a post that someone's done. Then, so be it. You know.
Okay. Next question for you. Now, you always have to qualify for the Mr. Olympia contest, as do everyone who's not a past Mr. Olympia winner. And what is it? The top 5 qualify now every year?
Yeah, top 5.
Okay. So, what would you say to Kai Greene being given, if he has not been given an official invite? That was kind of a false report. But what if they do give him one? Do you think he deserves one, considering he was runner-up 3 years in a row?
No, you don't deserve one.
Oh.
Why? Because he's Kai Greene.
Because he's Kai Greene.
One of the best, because one of the best bodybuilders in the world. But what's the difference between Kai Greene and Ramy? Kai Greene and Dexter, you know. Dexter, okay, Dexter won Olympia, so he gets a qualification. Yeah. What's the difference between, Kai Greene and Rolly Winkler and everyone else? It's unjust. It's unfair. I understand why they're doing it, to get more hype around Olympia, because the guys these days are just being so humble. Oh, I'm so glad to be in here type bullshit. And Kai stirs up a bit of commotion and brings everyone to their feet. What's that what people want? So I understand that, but at the same time, Kai isn't going to do Olympia. Yeah. It's a load of hype to get people to go and want to talk about it. Kai's just sitting back in his armchair, laughing, doing movies and do whatever he's doing. He has no reason to do Mr. Olympia. He has nothing to eat. I believe Kai believes in himself. He has nothing to prove to nobody.
True.
So why would he go put himself through that and do it? Yeah. Would he be Shawn Rhoden? Of course. Yeah. But would he put himself on the line to where he thinks he's been mistreated before? Would he put himself on the line and then put everything he's got on there to then get second or third? I think Kai's more of a businessman now, and he thinks of the bigger picture rather than, I want to be Mr. Olympia. When he first started, he wanted to be Mr. Olympia, but now he has so many business avenues. He's like, I don't need Mr. Olympia. Do they need me? That's what he's thinking, because they're giving him a special invite. So he holds the golden key, because he's like, you need me, you're offering me something. But end of the day, I don't think we do need him, because there's a lot of young guys coming through who people aren't talking about, but they're the contenders. They're going to Mr. Olympia, and the next generation's coming through the ranks. Yeah. So, say Ramy, I don't know if he's going to. I think there's a show in Lebanon. Is that an open men's show? Lebanon that's happening too. So he'll probably. You think he's going to probably do that to qualify? I heard he's doing Tampa. See, that's a problem, because Dexter's doing Tampa. Why? It's good for me because I got 8th. Phil ain't doing Olympia, so already I go down to 7th. Then I'll think if it plays the same as last year, then Dexter or Ramy ain't going, so I'm 6th. Can it beat Dexter or Ramy? If Ramy come in the same as last year, I can beat him. I can beat Dexter. So then you put yourself in like the top 5 place, and so for me it's good. Okay. So what if Dexter beats Ramy? Do you think they should give Ramy a special invitation? Why? He's not won Olympia. Because he's got 10 zillion fans, and they're all going to come over from the Middle East to buy tickets to see him. That's why. But they don't. They don't. No, they should. They don't come over. The biggest followings now from the Middle East. It's the biggest. The sport in the Middle East is bigger than the UK and bigger than the US. Of course. Yeah. We know that because Oxygen, have proven that. But to come over on a flight, it's mainly people from Europe and the US. So even though Ramy takes, a lot of following, a lot of takings, people are at the point to where they're thinking, Ramy, that's it. Is he going to come in shape? Isn't he going to come in shape? And 90% of the people think he's not going to come in shape, because for the past 4 to 5 years, I think everyone's talking he's the next Mr. Olympia. Yep. But he's never come in shape. To me, he's just a total freak, and he's a nice guy and he's awesome. Yeah. But to people, they're thinking it's just Ramy. He's not going to come in shape. So, if you have that aspect, then everyone's going to think, why give him a special invite? If that's the case, then no one should qualify for the Olympia. Just give every pro an invite to Olympia. I think we have like 100 guys up there. That'd be awesome. You know what I mean? Could have like a 5-day prejudging. What do you think about this new wellness division? Because wellness has been pretty big over in Europe for a while, hasn't it? I don't. It's been big with the federation, but I don't see. I don't really get onto it. It's like girls with a bigger ass and bigger legs. That's it, right?
That's it.
It's in between. It's girls who are past bikini, but can't get big enough to get into the class above, or can't get hard enough. So they just got soft, chubby legs. It's I think it's too much. There's not much. It's hard to judge a bikini girl.
Yeah.
So it's going to be hard to judge a wellness girl. Do you know what I mean? Because a lot of them look the same.
Right. Well, that's my problem with bikini. I can't. They all look the same. They're all perfect as far as I'm concerned.
I just judge them on the face. That's it. I don't even look at the body.
Well, I mean, I think that actually does come into play. I want to get a couple questions in from the Glen Hill 68, who's from the UK. Want to clarify, what are your competition plans for this year? Because I'm not sure. Which shows are you definitely doing now?
I was 8th. Well, we were down to do Toronto and the British Grand Prix.
Yeah.
100% down for them too. I tore my VMO a few weeks back, so we've only just got back to doing legs last week. So I don't want to go to Toronto, my legs looking not 100%. So we will see how we look the next 3 or 4 weeks, and then 3 weeks see where Toronto goes. But if the legs are okay, we could be on track for Toronto. If not, then it's 100%. The British Grand Prix.
Well, I have not talked to you about this, so please tell me what happened with your knee.
Literally was on a night out with friends. I came in, wasn't drinking, or drinking a little bit, but came in, got into bed, and I felt funny in my left leg, and just below my adductor. I left it, went to the gym on the Monday, squatted 7 plates aside, felt good. A little bit of a whinge. I was nibbling through. Basically, that whole week I lived on painkillers. Thought nothing of it. Again, went back to the gym the week after, done front squats, tried to get a PB just to fuck around for Instagram.
Oh God!
And then my leg just felt funny. I went to see the physio, basically a deep tissue masseuse in the gym. Yeah. And he's basically gone a little bit too hard on the VMO and basically torn the VMO going up the muscle rather than across it. So it was basically my leg was inflamed, black. It was just the whole leg was battered and watery for 4 weeks.
Oh gosh!
So we didn't get under, didn't do leg press, didn't do nothing. Just basically started doing legs 2 weeks ago, 10 days ago. So Matt just said, hold off. We'll see how we go. But even now, the condition's coming in, but still the left leg still has slight water retention. I don't want to take enough and go jeopardize it, to shift the water. So we're letting it basically just take its toll and seeing where we're at, because the right leg is in, the left leg is maybe 15-20% behind just with the water retention. But obviously when the water goes, it'll be there. But I don't want to push the boat out just to qualify. If it was the Olympia, then I'd do everything. But for the shows, it's just not worth it. We need to look at the bigger picture and see where we're at.
So, have you had an MRI or anything? Do you know if it's actually injured or it just hurts?
We had the ultrasound. Got an ultrasound and it was torn. Basically, so your VMO comes down into your abductor. Yeah. And rather than being torn from the abductor to the VMO, it's basically being torn straight through the tendon rather than going up. So rather than detaching, it's come across the muscle. So it's just tore it going straight through. So I was fucked. I was limping for 2-3 weeks and just getting about. We done some chirotherapy on it. We put some got one of them leg sleeves on it and doing acupuncture now twice a week with my physiotherapist. We're doing ultrasound. We do ultrasound again this week. We've got some other machines on it. So we're at the pro. We're there for it to be healed, but it's still not 100%.
Okay, so it's not torn. If it was torn completely, you need surgery to reattach it. I'm guessing.
No, it's just a grade 2 tear. So it's not it's not like torn off the muscle itself. You know what I mean? What
does VMO stand for? I don't even know.
I don't even know.
I'll have to look it up.
They just told me what it was. I'm like, okay, cool.
Okay. Let's see. Antoine Vallant wants to know if you brought up your hamstrings. If so, what have you done for them? Now I've seen a lot of the training, so I think I know what you've done. But How much do you think your hamstrings have improved since like last season?
I know they've improved a lot, a hell of a lot. I showed Matt Jenkinson some videos today. I also, sent my manager Matt some videos. He hadn't seen me for a while. He said they've definitely come up. Basically, I've just done a lot more single leg movements. I've gone heavy on RDLs, but everything else I've done, slightly less reps, more contraction, and just basically what I feel works for me, and just keeping at that, So we're hitting hamstrings 5 or 6 exercises on a Friday, rather than doing 1 or 2 after the leg day.
Yeah.
So I see it's probably up 20-30% since last year.
Okay.
So if we can keep bringing it up in that amount slowly, then it'll be it'll be there. From the side, it's a lot better.
Antoine was hoping for like a big battle in Toronto, but I guess he's going to have to wait to catch you at some other show apparently.
No point battling me, buddy. He needs to get next to me first.
He recognizes you're on a level up here that he wants to be at, and he's hoping to get up there.
He can get up there one day.
He will. He's good. He's working his ass off. Let's see. What do you think about the new crop of British pros? We've seen Luke Sando and James Hollingshead have done really well this season. So you must be proud to see even more young talent coming out of UK.
Yeah, I'm glad that the guys are doing well. I don't barely talk to them, to be honest. Not my cup of tea. Talk to James. That's about it. The rest I have no association with. But the guys are doing well. I hope them the best, and hopefully get a chance. I was hoping to get a chance to battle everyone again at the British Grand Prix, but Luke's shit himself. But he pulled out, going to Olympia on points. Yeah. Apparently, when Akeem's behind him, and there's other shows to go, so he wants to go there, and then let him be. But myself personally, I'd rather go to Olympia on a win. So hopefully, we can battle it out one day later on in the year, maybe after the Olympia.
Okay, cool. Which is easier for you, putting on muscle or losing fat?
Losing fat.
Okay. Really? On the size of you? You sure about that?
Yeah, just like my body. We've done a longer diet this time. Matt's got the food high. We're at the position now to where Matt gave me a refeed last Saturday, and then he gave me refeed last Saturday, and a cheat meal. Last Saturday. Last Wednesday, he gave me a refeed, and again Saturday just gone, we had another cheat meal. So for me to lose fat's easy. It's just holding onto the muscle. What I think is harder for myself. Okay.
We'll just give you one last question because the game's about to start. What do you miss?
Okay. I've got on the TV. So if you want to ask away, I'll let you.
Okay. Well, you tell me. Give me the high sign or something.
That's okay.
So this is still from Glenhill in the UK. If you qualify for the Olympia, will you continue the smack talk like you did last year, which I found very entertaining personally?
No, it wasn't like smack talk. It was just basically having a bit of banter and proving what I believed I could do. It's like, for example, last year, how height spoken was the New York Pro. Everyone was watching it. Everyone was talking about it. No disrespect this year, but no one even knows the fuck's in it. People are scared to call someone out. If you believe you can beat that person, put it on a platter and let's just say, let's have it. You know what I mean? That's it. You're big, both grown-ass men. So if I believe I can beat someone, like you just heard me say before, Rami's Rami, I can beat Rami, I can beat Dex, and a lot of these guys have proven I've beaten before, even look back to last year at Prague. I was probably one of the best rollies at Prague. I beat Rolly. I didn't get the win, but everyone knows I beat Rolly. So, it's not smack talk if you know what you're doing and what you're bringing, but it does bring a bit of entertainment rather than saying, I wish everyone the best of luck. It's awesome to be here. I've trained great, and thank you guys, and we are what we are. Yeah. You know what I mean? How many times have we heard that? It makes it fun. It makes it fun, when people give you a back, like last year, Justin was giving me a Matt back, and one got involved a little bit here and there. It was fun, man. It made time pass. It led me to do some Photoshop, but it was just fun. And then the crowd, people were following. The crowd were up for it. They loved it. So touch wood, if I qualify for the Olympia, then, I've got a few new shirts designed. So, I'll be wearing the shirts since now everyone's copying them, doing their own.
Nathan versus the world, no?
Oh, we've got something better.
Okay, well.
So yeah, mate. So yeah, we'll just keep being Nathan and just keep doing what we do and just enjoying it.
So if our British Grand Prix, if that ends up being too soon, what else could you be looking at for another show?
I think the British Grand Prix is the 30th of June. I think we should be good. Yeah, it should be good. We should be good for them.
Okay.
If not, then then it's I have to do something after that. But I believe 30th of June we should be good.
Okay. Let's give you one last question, because this is probably something that's changed. How long is your diet period? Have you, through the past few years, have you changed how long you prep for shows?
Yeah. Basically, every show I've done, it's normally a 7 to 9 week diet maximum.
That's it, 7 to 9 weeks.
Yeah, maximum.
Oh,
when I was in Kuwait, even when I done my own diet back home in the UK, that's what it was. Matt wants to try something different this year. He asked would I be up for it. I said, cool. If you don't learn and make mistakes, you're never going to learn. So we started this diet 16 weeks out. We kept the food high. We haven't changed nothing really. And the body seems to be responding a hell of a lot better than what it did when we were doing 7 to 9 weeks. So, Matt took the chance. I let him because I believe in him. So, and he said, look, it doesn't work, but if it works, then we'll pay off for it, because the stage I'm at now, I never normally suffer on a diet, because round about now it's showtime, and right now we're slowly starting to suffer the last 2 or 3 days. So I feel the changes, and it's I'm happy in the way we're going forward. So this will be the longest diet.
I mean, you were supposed to do Toronto, so that's 4 weeks before the British show, right?
Yeah, 3 weeks. 3 weeks.
3 weeks. So by the time you get to the British show, that'll be 19 weeks of dieting.
Yeah.
Wow, that's gonna be a record. That's clearly a record for you. That's 3 preps for you normally. Right?
Normally,
yeah.
If we said to Matt though, even if we don't do Toronto, we're gonna prep for it. So we'll water load, we'll carb deplete, and then because I always seem to be better at a second show.
Yeah.
And we'll go if I don't touch if I don't go into that show, we'll treat it as a show week. And manipulate certain things and try different things out because we've got nothing to lose. Yeah. And then we'll have 3 weeks or so to ease off the pedal and put it back in and make adjustments, because that's what it's all about. No point sticking to the same protocol over and over again, because your body's going to get used to it. It's going to adapt and whatnot. So I said to Matt, he's there at Toronto. If we do, we do. If we don't, no hard feelings. But I just look forward to getting back on stage. It seems like a while ago since I was back on stage. And I just miss it. So hopefully we can get on there and show what we've brought up and what we've improved, and see what the judges think, and hopefully they like the package.
Now, before we go, let's remind everyone how good a soccer player you still call it football. You want to call it football? Because I'm getting confused.
Football, yeah.
How good a football player were you? Were you almost on the team that you're watching today?
Professional. Yeah. I was on a YTS course, which is like, so you go on the course. It's like you guys. So like in the UK, we leave school at 16.
Yeah.
And then you go on to college, which is like, so you can go to college if you're good enough that you're playing for the team. It's like a YTS course, and they pay you a salary each week, and you go from there, and then you can turn pro from that, and then you start. A lot of guys who was turning pro, you're earning £300-400 a week, which is still good money, but then some of your friends are earning 10,000-11,000 a week at the same age. So it's a big difference, but it really is what it is. I got bored of playing it. It wasn't the sport that it used to be. Back in the day you could hit someone, you could go straight through them, and the referee wouldn't do nothing. Now you hit them, they're almost as fragile as bodybuilders. You know, you can't say a word wrong without someone crying. So, or sending you a DM. So that's what it is.
Oh man, are any of the guys that you played with back then, or did they go on to be professionals?
Some guys are professionals. Yeah. You know, a guy who played with Lee Peltier. He plays in the Premier League now.
Okay.
He plays for a team called Leicester. So you know, I'm sorry, he plays with Cardiff. So there's a few guys from school and who've turned pro, and who I was on the course with have turned pro also.
This game you're watching now, in a minute, is that Premier League?
Yeah, well, it's basically the best team in England, which is us, hopefully, against the best team in Spain. Okay. So you have to do like several rounds, like knockout stages and stuff, and then you get this is the semi-final, which is like you have 2 legs, one at their ground and one at our ground. So we need to win today, 4-0, but I highly doubt it's going to happen.
So what does this lead to? What's the World Championship called?
This leads to it's the Champions League final, which is like the be-all and end-all for European soccer or football.
When's that? How far away is that?
We got there last year, and I was pretty gutted because it was on the same day as the Cali Pro.
Oh, shit.
And I was debating whether to the Cali Pro or just go and watch the match, and I thought, fuck it, go to California.
you DVR'd the match and watch it later, right?
Yeah, but we got beat anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Well, I wish Liverpool luck. I hope they somehow pull off a win for you today. I guess people watching this tomorrow will know whether or not that happened. But Nathan, I appreciate you taking the time very much. Sorry to hear about you. This is really the first I saw some posts about it, but it wasn't clicking in my brain. I didn't know anything had happened. But jeez, especially with you being so damn strong on legs lately, this is really bumming me out. Those videos you were throwing up were insane. Crazy squats.
We'll get them back there, you know.
I know
front squat, scrum squatted 5 minutes 10 yesterday for 7. You know, we back squatted 7 for 4 last week. So we'll get them back there. Matt's just trying to tell me to ease off, but I'm like, it feels good. He's like, it may feel good, but inside it's still slightly damaged. Just, you know, take it easy. I'm like, yeah, okay. And then he sees a video and he's like, what the fuck you doing? I'm like, it wasn't heavy.
You're still using weights that would crush most guys in the gym, even with this going on. So it's that I heard you talk on the Global Muscle Radio podcast when you talked about that workout with Rolly that Asha put you guys through, a leg day. That was the craziest thing I've ever heard. All the squats and Smith squats and V squats and damn. Ridiculous. I can't believe you guys survived that. I mean, that should have been a video. I'd watch that video over and over again on that day.
I think it's somewhere on my Instagram. If I find it, I'll look through it.
Oh, shit, yeah. I'd love to see that. That'd be insane. So, all right, man. Thank you so much, Nathan. Appreciate you taking the time. Enjoy the game. Everybody, thanks for watching Ronline Report with the Prophecy. Nathan to Asha, wishing him the best of luck in healing and getting back to 100%. Talk to you later.
Thank you, buddy.